Welcome to Play to Win, where we play to win. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Cameron. Today we are revisiting the age-old question of which one-color commander in cEDH is best.
So we have Naru Meha Drago Control, Heliod Ballista Stax, Selvala Brostorm, and Yawgmoth Control. Begin!
Draw for turn, play a forest and pass.
Draw a card. Play a swamp. I'm going to cast Pithing Needle. I'm going to name Heliod Sun Crown. Pass turn.
Shouldn't have brought that up about that turn 2 win.
I'm going to play an island here and pass.
I'll draw for turn, play Plains, Salvage Scout. Pass the turn.
Draw for turn. Ooh, okay. I think we are still going to cast a Green Sun for 1. Get a Finhorn Elves. Pass turn.
Untap. Draw a card. Play Marsh Flats. Crack the Marsh Flats. What do you think I'm going to get? Nice. I'm going to cast Ransack the Lab. This feels super wrong, but I'll put these two cards being Yawgmoth's Will and Swamp into my graveyard. That feels so good. Pass turn.
In your end step, flash in a Spectral Sailor. Draw. Move to combat. I'm going to swing 1 at Dylan. That's it. Pass the turn.
Draw for I'll play Prismatic Vista, crack, go get a Mismatching Plains. Who the fuck made these decks? It's weird. I think there's only one person at the table that has matching basics. It's the guy that made the deck.
Well, they were also still there from when Yisan was together.
So technically they're Tyler's lands.
Yeah.
That's where my Snowcard Forest went.
Cast Soul Ring, Smuggler's Copter. I'll pass the turn.
Scrib Ranger, return a forest, untap a creature, play a forest, and then cast Selvala. Pass turn.
Untap. Draw a card. I'll play a swamp, and I will cast Cruel Tutor. I will tutor for this card. Lose 2 life. Put her on top. Pass turn.
Draw. I will play a Snow-Covered Island, and I will pass turn.
Untap. I will draw, play a land for turn, crack the land, cast Draneth Magistrate, crew Smuggler's Copter, and I'll swing 4 at Dylan. Do a Smuggler's Copter. Discard. Second main, play Thalia, Guardian of Thraben. I will pass the turn.
We're on our way to another 3-0 Heliod victory. I can feel it.
Play Castle Garenbrig, pay 3 mana here, Sylvan, Quirion Ranger, and now I will pass.
I'll draw for turn. I'll play a swamp and cast Necropotence. I'm going to pay 10 life with Necro. Clean up. I need some fucking mana, bro. I'm going to discard Reanimate and a bunch of lands and a Gate to Phyrexia. I was thinking that I maybe should have gone Entomb instead so that I could Entomb for Villas and then Reanimate Villas instead of the Necro. That was my other option that I kind of thought of too late, but Necro's still good, I think.
Necro is a great card.
It can't be that bad. Pass turn.
Draw. Play an island, and I will pass the turn.
I will draw. I'm going to crew Smuggler's Copter. I'm attacking you for 6. Smuggler's Copter trigger. Discard. Cast Vala.
Technically it's a 3-3 right now, and that's the same. It's greater.
I'll pass turn.
Go to my turn. On my upkeep, no, I guess not my upkeep, but on my draw, I get a Sylvan Library. Who cares what they are? I'm taking them. Cast one of the greatest Carpet of Flowers in the world. Go to combat, attack Tyler for 1, protection from blue, and attack Dylan for 1 as well. Go to my second main, add 4 green mana. Or I'm just going to pump it all into Castle Garenbrig and make 6 green mana. Galta, get a trigger off Selvala. Activate Selvala. Oh, I can't. Well, we can still cast Elvish Mystic. Pass the turn.
Untap. No draw. I will play a Cavern of Souls, and I'm going to name Human, but it's not going to be casting a human. Cast Geralf's Messenger. ETB trigger, I'm going to hit UCAM for 2. And then I'm going to pay 1 extra for an Imperial Seal. This is on top. I'm going to pay 1 life with Necro.
Great. That's a great Necro feel right there.
And then just draw the card that I tutored for at end step and pass.
Draw. I'm going to cast a Sorcery Speed Long-Term Plans.
Hell yeah, your
Ask
favorite
me how
card.
That feels. I can then just pass turn.
I will draw for turn. I will attack Dylan for 3 in the air. I will pass the turn.
All right, go to my turn. On my draw, we're going to look at the top 3, and we're going to draw all of them. Main phase, you still have 4 islands over there?
I do.
All right, I'm going to get 4 green mana. Beast within Linvala. All right, I'm not going to lie. I'm a little nervous because I know there's so much I can do now. Make goddamn 12 mana. All right, I have 12 green mana. People are going to see me make 12 green mana and then not be able to do, like, anything with it. Watch. All right. Use 5 of it and sacrifice an Elvish Mystic to cast Natural Order.
That's a pretty good start.
How do we feel about Natural Order? Are we good with Natural Order?
I feel great about it. I feel so unbelievably great about it.
All right, I think the play is Regal Force. So I draw 6 off of Regal Force. Oh, I'm sorry. These should be untapped, right? I just forgot to untap them. Add another mana, cast Worldly Tutor. Fetch Teamer Sabertooth. I think this has to be right. Cast Benefactor's Drought.
In response, I will cast Ambiance. Abeyance? I thought it was Ambiance. I don't know how to read.
Realistically, if you could draw just one card, I think you could probably win with that on the stack because of Emergent Zone.
Oh, you know what? That's true. Okay, so with that on the stack then, hold up. Okay, because I'm going to activate Emergence Zone. Float a green, return a land, untap Selvala with Korean Ranger. Use Selvala's ability, make 12 more mana, use 4 of it to put into Castle Garenbrig, and make 3 of the green to cast a Life's Legacy.
I would like to make this clear. I'm using Selvala mana to cast Life's Legacy. Garenbrig only allows you to use the green mana to cast creatures. That's separate from this mana that I'm using here.
I guess I'm sacrificing Finhorn Elves because I really only need 1. Draw, Teamer Sabertooth.
There it is.
There's that mana. From,
Thank you.
Yep.
Activate Teamer Sabertooth, return Regal Force. Boom. Turn a land, untap Selvala, use Selvala, cast Wirewood Symbiote.
Now you have infinite mana.
Because you can pay enough mana to bounce this and recast it.
And return Quirion Ranger, which allows me to keep recasting that.
We're at infinite mana now?
Yes, we have infinite mana, which means that I will be able to keep drawing my deck by being able to keep bouncing Regal Force back to my hand to draw my entire deck.
You can draw it in multiples of 7.
That's true, in multiples of 7. I would like to cast Sylvan Safekeeper real quick. Let's cast Regal Force. Draw 8 cards, yeah. I'm going to put these back like this because it really don't matter. So here's another 8. I can also cast Staff of Domination, which will now allow me to draw 1 by 1. So I'm just activating Staff of Dominations here. Well, I get a Finale of Devastation. I can attack with infinite damage here. I'll get this, and then I can get back Peace Within when it comes into play. I can Berserker.
I have Force of Despair, which actually does like weirdly stop some of that
because you would have to.
but I don't have an extra because of Thalia.
Holy shit! This is why they call it a storm deck.
Straight up, it is a storm deck.
Yeah, you really get to a point where just getting every single card in your hand allows you to play everything. Finale of Devastation is one of the best win cons in the format just in general, and this deck really allows you to abuse that.
And what's the fucking land called?
Emergence Zone.
That
See,
card.
this is these monocolor decks is really where this card can shine.
Alright, here we go. Draw for turn. We are going to play a forest and put Utopia Sprawl on it, naming green. Pass the turn.
Draw a card. Swamp. Pass turn.
Draw Snow-Covered Island, and I will cast a Mystic Remora. Pass turn.
Draw for turn. I will play Arid Mesa, Crack Arid Mesa. I will not pay 1. I play land tax.
You will not pay 4, you mean?
Yeah, 4. Whatever.
Alright, I'm going to draw for turn. Snooker for forest. Cast Selvala.
That's mine.
And Yawgmoth. Bonus Yawgmoth.
I'm a cheater. Pass the turn.
Draw a card. Swamp. Dark Confidant. Pass turn.
This is a very classic monocolor start, I feel like. Dark Confidant, Selvala, Land Tax, and Mystic Remora all in the first couple turns. I don't know why, this is just like very balanced for me. This looks nice so far. I like this.
This is how Magic was designed to be played.
Exactly.
Untap. Upkeep, I will pay for Mystic Remora. Draw for turn. I will play a Misty Rainforest and say go.
Upkeep, I will search for 3 basics. These will go to my hand. Draw for turn. Giver of Runes. Move to end step. I will go to discard. I will discard a... What the fuck is this card called? Juntu Stakes? Go ahead.
Draw for turn. Cast Finhorn Elves.
Oh, shit.
Would have been good.
Cast Arbor Elf.
Okay, I get it. I fucked up.
Cast Lightning Greaves.
May I draw a card?
Yes, you may. Equip it to Selvala.
I'm going to crack Misty Rainforest and Island.
Is it Chain of Vapor?
It is Chain of Vapor. I'm going to Chain of Vapor Selvala.
Alright, that's fine. I don't wish to copy it. Equip Arbor Elf. Pass the turn.
Wait.
Oh, wait.
He doesn't have enough mana.
Sure it is.
Because I can... Boom. Yeah, do this. Put it on Finhorn Elves. That is funny. And then cast Selvala. And then put Lightning Greaves on Selvala. And then I am going to attack Tyler for 2.
Sure.
Pass the turn.
I just want to say I've never played a deck that's made me laugh as much as this deck. The ceiling is just like so high. It's just It like, really is.
Savala's just like, I can do anything. Do you want to do that?
Let me try.
Bob Trigger. I'll take 3. Get a Pawn of Ulamog into my hand and draw a card. Play Phyrexian Tower. I'm going to cast Plague Crafter. I'll sack Plague Crafter. Tyler, I'm going to come at you for 2. Pass turn.
Untap. Upkeep, I will let Mystic Remora die. Draw for turn. Play an island. Cast a Grim Monolith. Pass the turn.
Upkeep, I will search for 3 planes. I'll draw Play Leonin Arbiter. Pass the turn. Go to discard. I will discard 2 planes.
Draw for turn. Cast Quirion Ranger. 4. This is 6 mana. 5. Go to 7 mana. Quirion Dryad. Untap. Arbor Elf. Play a forest. 8, 9. Tooth and Nail. I have 9 mana. Use 7 of it, not entwining Tooth and Nail, so that I can actually searching my library for 2 creatures and paying the 2. I guess this is true. We're just gonna pass a turn then.
And if it wasn't for that Leonin Arbiter, you guys would have been fucked.
If not for Leonin Arbiter, we'd be just dead right now, right?
Completely, yeah.
We have learned that we need to interact with Selvala as quickly and as much as possible.
Yeah, that's what happens when you play against other people that know how games of Magic play out.
Untap. Bob Trigger. Draw card. Cast Night's Whisper. Verdant Catacombs. Cam. Attack you for 2. Pass turn. I will discard Ulamog. Shuffle.
Draw Sun-Scorched Desert, and I will have it deal 1 damage to Cameron. Cast a Felwar Stone. Cast a Days Undoing.
I'm going to Nature's Claim your Grim Monolith in response.
My turn is over.
I will search my library for 3 basic, and I will draw for turn. Play land for turn. We'll go to discard. We'll discard 3 cards. Sanctum Prelate and 2 planes. Pass the turn.
Draw for turn. Put Wild Growth on a forest. 1, 2, 3. Untap. 1, 2, 3. 6 green mana. Pay 4. Cast Teamer Sabertooth.
Damn. What? We should have cut your deck.
Draw off Selvala. I don't have Wirewood Symbiote. I can pay 1. Add 4. Use 3. Cast Eldritch Evolution.
Path to exile on Teamer Sabertooth.
Then we're going to Eldritch Evolution anyway. I'm going to pay it on the path. Get the path. And now I get a creature. I think it's still this. Equip. Let's return a forest to untap Selvala.
With that trigger on the stack, I will unexpectedly absent Selvala.
I'm just going to go into the command zone is what's going to happen. Play a Nykthos. Pass the turn.
Well, if you want to talk about bad, I'm going to fetch right here, but I have to pay 2 more in order to do that. So I'll sack my Dark Confidant in the order to do that. This feels so bad, but I think it's like the only... Untap. Draw a card. Play a swamp. Cast Orzhov Enforcer. I will activate Phyrexian Tower to sacrifice it to make 2 black mana, produce a spirit. And with that 2 black mana, I'll cast Yawgmoth. Pay a life and sacrifice the spirit to put a -1 counter on Wirewood Symbiote and draw a card. That's it. Pass my turn.
Draw Snow-Covered Island. Cast an Arcane Signet. Cast a Rhystic City. Pass turn.
Upkeep. Search my library for 3 planes. Go to my hand. Draw a card. Play land for turn. Play Samurai of the Pale Curtain. I will pay 1. I'll attack Cam for 2. Pass the turn.
Alright. Activate Castle Garenbrig. Get 6. Selvala here. Oh, I cannot pay it with that. No, you can draw. I'm going to equip Lightning Greaves onto Selvala for 2 green. Activate Nykthos. So we have 3 green.
No.
Aha, thank you. 5. 6. Equip Lightning Greaves. Quirion Ranger. Return a forest. Untap Selvala. Re-equip to Selvala. Use 1 to make 2. So I am up to 7. Cast Green Sun Zenith. X equals 6. You can draw a card. Shit!
He has to do it for 2 less if he wants to do it.
I think I'm still going to do it for 4. Not paying, but paying for that.
Mana Drain that. CMC on the stack was 5, right?
Mm-hmm. Pass the turn.
Draw a card. Swamp. Cast Bolas' Citadel. I will not pay for the extra.
Draw a card. That's fucking stressful.
See what's on top. Damn it! Fucking swamp. Pass turn.
I wasn't gonna play the Bolas Citadel of this turn because I knew Tyler had Mana Drain, and sure enough, he fires it off at somebody else. I'm like, okay, here's my shot. I have a clean opportunity right now to jam Bolas' Citadel. Mana Drain's not getting it. I can hopefully rip something nice off the top and then just really start going. And of course, nada. I had a whole other turn that was probably gonna be much better than this one.
Draw. I have 5 colorless floating. Pay 2 to say I am allowed to search my library this turn. Transmute Muddle the Mixture. I'm going to find Cyclonic Rift. Cast a Sorcery Speed Intuition. Cameron, I'm going to show you 3 cards, and I want you to tell me which one I get.
Lad, I'm thinking it's Force.
So, you definitely don't give him Spellseeker. It's tricky though, because if you give him Ghostly Flicker, he can win. But you gotta remember that it's Tyler though. So if he's showing you these cards, he doesn't need this, right? Because he knows it's going to the graveyard. This means if you give him this, that means he has a way to get this back, which means he has the combo plus Force. And if you give him this, that means he just has it, but he might not have backup. But either way, if he can get this back, he can get this back. I don't know.
I think I'm still gonna give him force. He probably already has other counter magic up, and he's not going off this turn. You can have force.
What would you give Tyler in this situation? I don't know if there's really, I don't know what the correct answer is.
Nothing is good.
It's all bad.
It's all meaning that we lose the game.
Maybe he'll use force against one of you two.
Ghostly Flicker, and Spellseeker is exiled. End step. And I will move to discard. I'm going to discard Supreme Will.
Keep. Does anybody have 6? You have 6?
I have 6 lands.
I have to pay 2. I fucked that up last turn, I think. But I don't think I think I've had mana untapped, so like 3 go in my hand. Draw for turn. Play on. I'm going to go to combat. 2 at Cam, 2 at Tyler. Move to end step. I will go to discard.
Play land for turn. Phyrexian Soul Gorger. Selvala trigger gets me a card. Activate Selvala for 8 mana. Activate Castle Garenbrig. Cast Regal Force.
I am going to force the Regal Force, exiling the Sycamore.
Equip to Quirion Ranger. Float. Return a forest to untap Selvala.
I'll respond to that ability. Cast Rapid Hybridization targeting Selvala.
Selvala's dead. Use the 4. Cast Greater Good.
May I draw a card?
No. I am going to go to combat. Equip to the Greaves to Soul Gorger and take 8. And then I'm going to equip it back to Quirion Ranger.
Why wouldn't you attack with the Quirion Ranger also?
And attack with Quirion Ranger. Take 9. Pass turn.
In Cameron's end step, cast Baby Rift targeting Citadel.
Sure. Untap. Draw a card. Play Blast Zone. Get a counter. I'll cast Evernight Shade. I need 2 Undying creatures, and then I can kill them each other, but then I would also need like a Blood Artist effect to benefit off of that. Either way, this shuts me off right now.
So right now, if you sack it, it comes back with a 1/1.
No, it wouldn't even because of that. But if that wasn't here, I could. But right now, it literally just does fucking nothing. I'll pay 2 here for a Ratchet Bomb. Unfortunately, I will not pay 1. You can draw your card. Tyler, attack you for 2. Pass my turn.
Draw. Land for turn. Tabernacle. I am going to pass the turn.
Upkeep. I will not pay the 2 to search. I will pay the 2 for Tabernacle. Draw a card. I will pass the turn.
All right, at the end of your turn, I'm going to sacrifice Phyrexian Soul Gorger to Greater Good.
Hold on. Cards in hand?
I have 5. Do you have the Alms Collector here? That would really upset me.
I do.
That sucks.
Are you paying an extra 1?
Yes.
In response, sacrifice my Beast token to draw 3 and discard 3. Forest.
Now everything goes to exile that you discard.
And then we each draw 1.
And you discard 3.
And I discard 3. 1, 2. These are all going to exile, but it's Chrome Mox, Rex Sage, and Sylvan Library. Go to my turn now. Guess we'll pay to keep the Quirion Dryad around. Draw for turn. 3 green. If I activate Nixthos, gets me to 6. 4 of it, so I go to 2 to put into Garenbrig. Cast Selvala.
Are you going to pay an extra 1?
No. Use it to make 2 mana. Activate Quirion Dryad to untap Selvala. Play a land. Cast Phyrexian Soul Gorger.
May I draw a card?
No. It comes in with its ability on the stack. I'm going to let Selvala trigger first. Draw. Make 12 mana. Let it die. Use 3 for Eternal Witness. Wirewood Symbiote. Cast Wirewood Symbiote, paying for Ristic Study. Equip Lightning Greaves to Eternal Witness for right now. Return an elf to untap a creature. Paying for Ristic Study to cast Umbra Mantle. I guess we'll cast Quirion Ranger.
May I draw a card?
Yes. Equip Umbra Mantle to Selvala. Return a land to untap Selvala. Use Selvala. Use the 3 to untap it. Give it +2/+2 till end of turn.
Now you're just a mana off at this point, right? I'm pretty sure with the mantle, if you have another green mana so that you can activate Selvala again, I think Selvala would be big enough that you could go infinite, right?
100%. Yeah,
Okay,
because
so
then
you
I
would
could
just
untap Selvala, and then just with that extra green, I'd be able to
you would
actually just keep storming
a
off.
mana off on that one.
Because she would just trigger off of herself, and she gets
Right.
bigger and bigger, so every time you tap her, you add more and more mana.
Equip Lightning Greaves. Go to combat. I'm going to attack Tyler for 4 damage. Pass the turn.
End step, I'll activate Ratchet Bomb and put a counter on it. Then I will untap. I'm going to pay 2 mana for my creatures because I would like them to both be still alive for now. Draw for turn. Play a Swamp. I'm going to cast Grey Merchant of Asphodel.
Cast a Snapcaster Mage. I will target Mana Drain. Cast the Mana Drain, targeting Grey Merchant.
I'm going to activate Phyrexian Tower. I'm going to sacrifice Evernight Shade to make 2 black mana. It has Undying, but it's just going to exile before that happens. So that guy's going to get exiled forever, which is a bummer. Then, use the 2 black mana. I'm going to discard a Death Greeter to proliferate. I'll put one on here, Ratchet Bomb, and I'll do one on the Blast Zone too. I will sacrifice Ratchet Bomb to destroy each non-land permanent with a CMC of 2.
Float 1 black.
I think they'll all die at the same time, which means they'd see each other die, which means that thing would see the other things die, which means it would say they're exiled. This Mana Drain is on the stack carrying Gary, and I'm going to let that happen, and this goes to my graveyard. Hopefully I can recur that later. That might have all been like the super wrong play, but I don't know. I'll go to combat then.
Before we move phases, I'll use my floating cast and anticipate.
Attack you for 2, Tyler. Pass turn.
Draw for turn. I have 5 Mana Drain mana floating. I will play a Snow-Covered Island. I did fuck up last turn, but I think I still get away with it because of the Anticipate. I fucked up because my other piece of recursion is Mission Briefing, and I should have seen that if I was losing the Arcane Signet, I might be short a blue, but the Anticipate got me an island, so I think I get there. So I'm going to cast Mission Briefing, Surveil 2. I'll put Mental Misstep and Lotus Petal both in Graveyard. That's going to be Ghostly Flicker, and I can cast it this turn. I'm going to go ahead and cast Ghostly Flicker, targeting these 2 islands. Hold priority. Cast Narumeja. Narumeja ETBs. Copy Ghostly Flicker. And the new targets will be Narumeja and Sunscorched Desert.
I'm going to cast Force of Despair, pitching Dismember to attempt to destroy all. Yep. I knew you had something. This is just like the only thing that I got. Yep, you got it.
So here's the loop. Ghostly Flicker is going to keep getting played targeting Narumeja and Sunscorched Desert. They'll re-enter, and it will deal 1 damage to target player, and Narumeja will re-enter, copying the original Ghostly Flicker, which is still on the stack targeting these 2 islands. And we will just do that over and over again until you are all dead.
So that was a pretty good example of everyone harping on one player while the other player kind of silently gets their stuff all together. I maybe should have held up that Dismember along with the Force of Despair, but at that point, I was drawing combo pieces at really awkward timing, and I never really had more than one in my hand at a time, so I would kind of get rid of one and then find another one, but this deck needs so many moving pieces, it's hard to really keep track and hold everything. I was hoping that the Grey Merchant of Asphodel would at least help me progress while holding up the Force of Despair, but it's hard to balance that out a lot of the times, and Narumeja is just really good at sneaking in there and winning at the right time.
Swamp, pass.
Scalding Tarn, pass.
Plains, pass.
Forest and Elvish Mystic. Pass. Oh, I'm so far ahead of everybody.
Crack Tarn now to save time.
Draw card. Inkmoth Nexus. Cast Dark Ritual. And 6 life for Kirk.
I will Force of Will the Kirk.
Sure. Pass turn.
Draw. Alright, I will play a Snow-Covered Island and cast a Mind Stone. Pass.
End of turn, I will Enlighten Tutor. Land tax. Top, draw. Play land tax. I will pass the turn.
Play Merchant's Zone after drawing a card for the turn. Cast Selvala. Pass turn.
Untap. Draw card. Ancient Tomb. Cast Genesis Chamber. Pass turn.
Draw.
Island pass.
Upkeep, I will search my library for 3 planes. They go to my hand. Draw for turn. Land for turn. Play Mox Diamond. Planes. I will pass the turn.
Draw for turn. Make 2 green off Selvala, the Llanowar Elves, and Boreal Druid. And pass the turn. Oh, wait. I get 2 Genesis Chamber triggers, don't I?
Draw card. Cast Buried Alive.
We'll flash in Even Mind Sensor.
Sure. Butcher Ghoul and Grey Merchant of Asphodel. Not too far off from what I was going to get, to be honest. Cast a Sensei's Divining Top. Pass turn.
Draw. Island. Go.
3 basics. These go to my hand. Draw for turn. Hand for turn. Mentor of the Meek. Triggering that thing. When Mentor of the Meek enters battlefield, trigger, I will pay the 1 to draw a card off Mentor of the Meek. I have to discard. Go ahead.
Draw for turn. Let's activate Selvala. 2 mana, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kogla?
Counterspell.
Man, that really, really sucks. All right. Go to combat and attack Tyler for 2. Pass turn.
Untap. My upkeep. Activate top. Draw card. Toxic Deluge. 3 life.
I'm gonna let everyone gain 3 to invigorate Selvala. Give her +4/+4.
Cast Swan Song targeting Invigorate.
Pass turn.
Draw. Mystic Sanctuary. I will put Force of Will on top of my library. It doesn't actually matter either way. Cast a Days Undoing. And it is your turn, Mr. Neat.
Okay, well, upkeep, I will search my library for 3 basics. Cast Grafdigger's Cage, Mana Vault, Rule of Law. Pass the turn.
Now I'll draw. I'll play a land for turn and use that land to cast an Elvish Mystic and pass.
Untap. Upkeep. I'm going to activate top. Draw for turn. Play Cavern of Souls. Name human. Cast Yawgmoth. Get a little guy off of Genesis Chamber. Pass turn.
In your end step, cast a Brainstorm. Draw 3, put 2 on top of the library. Untap. Draw for turn. Snow-covered island. How am I so far ahead on lands? Transmute Drift of Phantasms. Get Ghostly Flicker. I'm gonna pay 2 life and cast Git Probe targeting Dylan. There's a lot of recursion.
That Crafter's Cage sure is pretty good against me right now.
Draw a card for the Git Probe. Pass turn.
Upkeep, I'm going to search my library for 3 basics. Let's go to my hand. Draw. Play Inventor's Fair for land for turn. Cast Heliod. I'll pass the turn.
I have something on his end step. I'm going to crack Emergence Zone and cast a Mana Crypt.
In response to Mana Crypt, I'm going to sacrifice Kill Your Elvish Mystic. Draw a card.
Also in your end step, cast a Frantic Search. Draw 2, discard island and a chart, of course, and untap 3 lands.
Let's roll for Mana Crypt. We roll an odd, take 3. No, it's fine. If I didn't do this, I would not be able to put Selvala on the stack this turn.
I also have to discard at the end of my turn. I'm sorry, I got distracted by the end step.
Cast Supreme Will targeting Selvala.
Untap. Draw a card. Blast Zone. Combat. I'm going to send 2 at Tyler. I'll go to discard. I will discard this Slightless Ghoul. Sightless. It has slight. It has no sight. Pass turn.
Draw. Snow-covered island. Heuristic Study. Pass turn.
Beginning my untap, I'm going to pay the 4 to untap this. We'll go search my library for 3 basics. Draw. Play a land for turn. Go to end step.
Go to my turn. Draw for turn. Play Ancient Tomb. Oh, I have to roll for Crypt. Crypt is an odd. Cast Selvala.
Would you like to pay an extra 1?
No. Attack Dylan for 1. Pass the turn.
End step, I will pop Blast Zone for 1. Hold priority, activate Sensei's Divining Top. Draw. Blast Zone. Still an end step. Cast Vampiric Tutor.
Are you going to pay an extra?
Yes. This is on top. Draw a card. Cast Butcher Ghoul.
Would you like to pay an extra mana?
Yes. Pass turn.
In your end step, I'm going to crack Mindstone to draw 1 card. Untap. Draw. Land for turn. Tabernacle. Expedition map. Pass turn.
Land for turn. I play Ranger, Captain of Eos.
Would you like to pay an extra 1?
Yes. That thing. I'm going to get Giver of Runes.
All right, I'm going to go to my turn. Pay 1 to keep Selvala around. Roll for Crypt. Pay 3 life. Draw for turn. We're going to cast a Sheltering Ancient. Draw a card off Selvala. I get a 1/1 Thingamabobber. Wirewood Lodge. Go to combat. Attack Tyler for 2. Pass turn.
Tabernacle. In response to the Tabernacle trigger, I'm going to sacrifice to Yawgmoth this 1/1 Genesis Chamber thing. Pay 1 life and put a -1/-1 counter on Selvala. Draw a card. We can just pay for the Butcher Ghoul, actually. I guess I just pay to keep these guys alive. Draw for turn. Pay 1 life. Sacrifice this. Put a -1 counter. Selvala. Undying trigger. Comes back. Get a Genesis Chamber to draw a card. Sacrifice the mirror token here, paying 1 life, to put a -1/-1 counter on the Butcher Ghoul, which removes the +1/+1 counter, draw a card. But this only, I still have to find a way to get rid of the Rule of Law. Butcher life, draw a Ghoul, Genesis, sacrifice a sacrifice Butcher Ghoul, put another counter.
With the trigger on the stack, I'm going to sack Captain.
Undying trigger, comes back, counter. Still get my card.
One thing that's cool though is I'm not casting any spells, which is pretty cool.
true.
That
Like,
I'm able
you're-
to basically wipe the board and draw a shitload of cards without casting a single spell. That is worth something. It's repeatable and there's a clear loop, but it has to be, I kind of have to spell it out because everything can be interacted with at like specific times.
Against the Genesis. Sacrifice, -1 counter, pay a life, draw card. Phyrexian Towers, land for turn.
I should have taken that die off right there. And then I didn't, and I forgot, and then told myself it was an undying counter.
This isn't undying,
Which means you should have a guy, right?
which means I should have a guy, right?
No, I should not have a guy because I should have removed that.
Use Phyrexian Tower to sacrifice this guy for 2 black mana, 3 more. Cast Great Merchant of Asphodel.
So I should not have a Butcher Ghoul at this point. I should have sacrificed. Well, no, realistically, what should have happened is I should have, after sacrificing the regular not dying Butcher Ghoul, I should have, now it's right, I should just have an extra token. Because, Because the Butcher should have come back when I sacrificed it for 2 mana, and I should have another token. So I cheated myself out of a token, but I cheated myself onto, you know.
Are you paying 1?
No.
I will draw a card. Hard cast Force of Will.
Sure. I'm just going to pass my turn with the discard. Discard many things. Feel free to look if you'd like.
Draw. Crack Expedition map. I'm going to find a Sunscorched Desert. I'm going to play a Sunscorched Desert for turn. We'll have it deal 1 damage to Dylan. Merchant Scroll. I will find a cryptic command. I am passing turn.
We'll draw. Cast Samurai of the Pale Curtain. Pass the turn.
Upkeep, I'm going to give your ghoul a +1/+1 counter there, and I'm going to pay for the Ancient. Only roll odds on this Mana Crypt today. All right, we'll play a land for turn. Go to combat, attack Dylan for 4.
Fuck.
Oakham Adversary.
May I draw a card?
Nope. Pass the turn.
Draw card. Swamp. Pay for Tabernacle. Cast Nest of Scarabs.
Respond to that. Cast Cryptic Command. Modes, counter target spell, return Rule of Law to its owner's hand.
Cast Pithing Needle.
May I draw a card?
Yes. I'll name Heliod. Pass turn.
Draw. I will play Riptide Laboratory for turn. Cast Ghostly Flicker, targeting these 2 lands. Maintain priority. Cast Narumeja. Trigger Ghostly Flicker. The new Ghostly Flicker will target Narumeja and Sunscorched Desert.
I'll respond. I can't.
Why?
Because I kill myself.
I have Dismember in my hand right now, and I forgot that I am dead if I cast it.
Yeah, nothing you can do.
Yeah. Yeah. Pass. Yeah. Pass priority.
We good?
Yeah. Good. Anyone got anything? We're dead.
I gotta say, I really felt like the Rule of Law absolutely made me win that game.
100%, dude. I was completely shut off, dude. I could not do anything.
That was some of the most grueling interactive Magic I think we've played for some reason. That was just a real slugfest. It
Even
felt like
our 5-color decks don't even get to be like that sometimes.
It felt like there was a lot of interaction. Narumeja is definitely a powerful deck. I think Selvala is too. Heliod I think is strong too, but I mean, Heliod was doing a lot. Heliod was affecting a lot, was interacting a lot. For a mono white deck, this deck can interact with a lot of people. Just wasn't able to find the win con in time.
It was nice to get to see Yawgmoth spin a couple of wheels
And
this game.
there is something there for Yawgmoth. I just think the deck needs more efficient Undying cards.
All right, so t-shirts. You can find t-shirts on this link right here. You can still get some tokens if you email us at playtowinmtg@gmail.com with a receipt of your donation to one of the below Black Lives Matter organizations.
You can also check us out on Patreon right here. We also want to wish a happy birthday to Richie Patterson from South Carolina. Happy birthday, bud. Was there another thing that we wanted to say? There was one more?
Oh, we are also doing one of our famous Patreon.
Not that famous. We are also going to have a Discord Patreon meetup day on the 25th of this month, which is July, I'm pretty sure.
2020.
We are going to have all day, if you hop on our Discord, we're going to be having games with me, Cameron, Nate, Tyler, hopefully Brandon. Everyone's going to be there. We're going to be playing online games all day from basically like 10 a.m. to 10 at night.
If you have a webcam and a way to talk to us,
Yeah, we'll be doing the calls on Discord and then probably going through Spell Table or something like that. I've only done this once before, so we'll kind of just be winging it and just find your own pairs and just get yourself into tables and stuff, having a good time. Maybe we'll do some giveaways, give away some extra tokens, give away some future stuff, some shirts, something like that.
I guess we have to do that now.
Now that I said it, it has to be done. So July 25th, come hang out. Thanks for watching.
See you guys next time.
I did the guns now. This sucks.
Yes, I got it! Yes!
You know the anime villains have glasses, and it's
Yeah.
always like shing, shing, and like you can never actually
You
see
know
their
what?
eyes because it's like the glare on the
I'll
glasses.
take that. I'm an anime villain.